Being a choir competition, and you being in the industry over maybe 3 decades now, who would you say is one of your biggest influences on the choir scene?
There's a couple of people. I was just thinking today about living in Detroit, where I heard some of my first best music ever. I heard Lord Help Me to Hold Out in Detroit, James Cleveland and Harold Smith and the Majestics. You gotta go with Walter Hawkins, one of the most influential. When Change came out, it was amazing. It was so many, Isaac Douglas, you know, I go way back to the New York Community Choir, and you know, this is a wonderful thing, man. I loved it. So I would say probably in choirs, I'm going to go with James Cleveland and all of the stuff that he did. Thank you.
Okay.
Glad to see that the choirs are still alive and kicking. I think they're going to always be around regardless of whether they're on radio or not. Every church is going to need a choir for Sunday morning. It's not going anywhere. So I just smile when I see choirs doing it, especially when I see them doing some of the old catalog. It just, you know, it just lets me know that the people that inspired me were timeless, and I just wanted to always be timeless. I wanted to be like the people that I looked up to growing up.
In a society in which when you watch CNN, CNBC, Fox, all you hear is gloom, doom, discouragement, you need something that's going to inspire and uplift you. And that's what gospel music really does. It's not only a message of hope that guides us and directs us, you know, to the saving, keeping, and cleaning up power of Jesus Christ, but it's also music that uplifts and gives an individual the opportunity to experience a joy like none other. So, you know, I just believe that gospel music is just the most powerful music that there is. And that's why I'm so appreciative that Verizon, you know, gets it too. They really understand, you know, the importance of making sure that the message gets out to the masses.
Listen, you've been in so many different choirs with all these are probably your people that you've been, I guess, mentors that just love you over the years. How do you feel being a part of this?
I'm excited. I'm excited about it because, number one, we go back to the good news. As Marvin was saying, there is so much bad news going on among young folk as well as old folk. And so whenever I can be a part of giving somebody hope, you can't beat that. And this is why we're here. This is why I want to thank God for Verizon. A lot of times, you know, the organizations don't know that they're really being used by God. And so the Lord is using them to help us to bring this good gospel into the homes and into the lives, and also giving these young people a chance to be heard. The time will come when we will go off the scene, and these new voices are going to rise to the occasion to carry this gospel on. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, same question.
And so I've always loved the choir. Like Marvin said, the choir will always be around. Because was that you that said that? Because every church will have a choir. Every Sunday morning we depend on them. But one of my favorite parts of being is behind the scenes. To just be sitting here with Shirley.
I know that's a
I am so honored.
You know,
She's timeless.
These are my children.
And that's what gospel music is. Gospel music is timeless. I love Fred, I love Donald, I love Marvin. They're all my brothers. And Dorinda was here yesterday. So just to get a chance to hang out with them, because we're all so busy, so we don't get a chance to see one another a lot. So I thank Verizon for allowing us to come together and have fun behind the scenes. But I'm honored to be a part of the whole thing.
Thank you for also giving us something to play. Each one of y'all, you give me something when I go in the studio. I have music to play. I have no problem. Donna knows that I enjoy it all so much.
Thank you.
God bless you too.